Just proud of our young men. You know what I mean? They could have folded, they could have quit. You know, everybody's talking about what a tough streak this is, and the people are coming. UCF, probably one of the best teams in our conference, and we got great respect for them, Coach Malzahn and their team, and obviously they're a really good team. We were able to eke out a win. But just proud of our players, proud of their resolve, proud of them coming back on Monday when pretty much everybody gave up on them. Nobody gave us a chance. Things looked bleak there too during that game. Had some turnovers that could hurt us, but our guys found a way to fight back. But that was a great team win. Played much better on defense. Had some big stops there much better on offense. We had some big stops on defense. Special teams. Been hurting us, but today it helped us, and that needed to be it. And it was a great job by Mikey blocking that punt. Great job by Coach Caniglio and constructing that and scheming that one. But just proud of our players, just everything they've been through. But our guys came back to work every day. They didn't listen to anybody. Just we got great leadership in our seniors and Diego, Cooper, Kevin Brennan, Chance Warren. I was proud of Chance and Diego too. They made some big mistakes, but they came back with some huge plays, man. So just credit to their character. They both said my bad, and they came back and make plays. I thought Ty played well. Obviously we can't have those turnovers, but proud of our players. That looked like Navy football. And I saw it last week. That's why I was encouraged. I knew Houston was a good team. We saw what they did last night to Tulsa. And I saw us play against Houston. I'm like, man, that looks like Navy football. So I felt like we would have a shot today. And credit to our kids. They played hard against a really good team.
Hey, gang, Kareem Copeland, Washington Post. You've said numerous times this year, hey, we're not kind of good enough to shoot ourselves in the foot and overcome that, but you did several times today. What's that say about your group, and what were the conversations on the sidelines kind of after those mistakes that kept guys in it?
I got to be honest, there's some yelling going on. There's some scolding going on, but to the resolve of our players, Kareem, we got great young men. They've been through a lot here. If you go to the United States Naval Academy, you go through our prep school, you go through plebe summer, you're a tough person. Not just football players, but a midshipman. Those are hard things. Again, I've said this many times. It doesn't make us better than anybody else. Doesn't make us better people than UCF or anybody that doesn't go to a service academy. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying you have to be a tough-minded person to come to school here. And you have all of that and football is not going well, man, because that's their outlet, Kareem. Football's their outlet. And so when they're struggling in that makes it tough. But our guys came to work every day. And so that's why I was encouraged. I was encouraged because every day our guys came to work. And so just super proud of them and their resolve, their resiliency. But it's a great testament to these young men, their family, their parents that have raised them, and like I said, to our country. Our country is going to be in great shape with these types of leaders.
Can you talk about the offensive performance? As you mentioned, that would look like Navy football. You're moving the ball up and down the field, 4, 5, 6-yard gains, then break a big one. And then talk about the job Ty did directing that offense.
I've been giving him a hard time. You can't be out if you're a Florida kid and sit out the UCF game. He's a Florida kid, and like I said, I'm not gonna lie. I yelled at him on those turnovers, but he's a tough kid. He was resilient, came back, made some big plays. I thought he played really well. But moving forward, we can't turn the ball over. I thought the block punt was probably the changing point in the game. That was probably the momentum changer. That block punt, I think, gave us hope. Because even at that time, you're trying to build guys up. You're trying to keep guys going. You got 18, 19-year-old kids, but they're looking at the score like, not again, not again. But that just gave us a fresh, start. Allowed us going to halftime, but even though they had a field goal at the end, but that block punt was huge.
So that's sort of what I wanted to ask you about, but even more so, can you speak to special teams on a whole, the way that they improved this week, the way that they were just so much better, pretty much perfect, honestly?
We had to do that. We had to do. Against a team like UCF, you can't give them anything. Unfortunately, we gave them short fields on those 2 turnovers. but we had to win the special teams, and we finally did. We were 0-3 special teams in the first 3 games, and we wanted to today. And a close game like that. If we didn't get that block punt, if we didn't win the special teams, we probably don't win. So really really excited. Like I said, I thought Coach Caniglio does a lot of our special teams. Coach Yokitis, Coach O'Rourke, those guys did a great job this week in getting our guys ready, because that was a big emphasis. We have to take care of the ball. We know how good they were. Try our best to keep them off the field offensively and try to possess the clock. I don't know what our time possession was, but try to possess the ball and play better on special teams, and we did that. And even with all of that, we barely won. I mean, there's a reason I look this way. I work out every day, but I haven't lost an ounce in 14 years. But it's stressful. I mean, it's stressful. I mean, all of our games are, but we're back. Navy football, that was us, and I'm really, really excited.
I want to follow up. Diane Roberts, Behind the Lines. I want to follow up on that. Special teams, you said they were at the top of your crisis list. That's what you said on Monday.
Yeah.
So what happened during the week that turned everything around for them so that you could see the special teams you saw today?
Well, we spent a little bit more time in meetings. We shuffled a little bit stuff in the coaching assignments, just to try to shake things up a little bit, and gave Coach Caniglio, a little bit more responsibility. And I thought he did some good things. The guy's a really, really good football coach. Had some really good ideas. But it was a big emphasis. We spent a lot more meeting time on special teams this week. It was exams, and so that's always tough for our players. But we don't have any nighttime assignments. Like normally we have a 4-star lecture at 7, and we got to rush off and shower and eat and go to one of those things. But because our study hour didn't start to 8 a little bit, we went a little bit longer in some stuff just so we had more time to meet and practice, with a big emphasis on special teams.
Coach, a few more things about the offense. Number one, you had said that you were waiting for a quarterback to step up and seize the starting job. Do you feel Ty did that with his performance today?
I mean, you beat UCF. I mean, those guys, they're the top of our league. I mean, for the last 4 years, them in Cincinnati have been, they played in a New Year's Day Bowl a couple years ago. And I think it's the one team we haven't beaten in our league, right?
Correct.
So we wanted to get that feather. I mean, we're a competitive group. Everybody talks about, we haven't done things in this program. We've beaten everybody in our league except them. And so we wanted to get those guys, because we have great respect for them, how good they are. And so it was a big win, but I thought Ty, to me, he earned the job today. He earned the job today.
Carlinos AC led you in rushing. He had some great runs off the pitch. Can you talk about Carlinos?
We needed to get him the ball more. It's been a big emphasis in our staff. We want to give him the ball more. And he showed out. The thing that's amazing about this kid, he's like the quietest kid in the world. He doesn't say anything. But we knew he was talented. He did a lot of blocking stuff. Never complained, never sulked, and come to, hey, coach, how come I don't get any balls? And how come I don't get anything? He just worked, and today it came his way, and he made a ton of plays. Super proud of Carlinos. Great young man from Pittsburgh. I couldn't be more happy for a young man like that.
And last for me on the offense, I think Isaac had 84 yards and James had like 57, so another big production from the fullbacks.
Everything starts in there. Everything in our offense always starts with the fullback. You got to get the fullback going. But when the fullback gets going, then it's a sign that the O-line's playing well too. So I've been proud of our O-line. They've been playing well. And, I thought they played well against Houston, and they carried that over to today against, again, another good team. See how big those dudes were? The guys are giants. So just proud of our young men.
Dave Preston, WTOP Radio in Washington. Coach, defensively, you guys held them to 2 for 9 on 3rd down, and you really handcuffed them after halftime. What was the focus? What was the execution out there on the field this afternoon?
That's all Coach Newberry. That's all that guy. There's a reason we hired that guy. And be honest with you, I don't know the defense adjustment. We had our own issues on offense, so I'm on the offensive side of the ball. So I have complete trust in him. He's as smart a football coach as I've been around, and so he knows how to adjust. I think that's my granddaughter, but it's okay. Keep going, but
Doesn't she know you won?
but I think Coach Newberry. You would have to ask him what adjustments they made, but he's really good.
But what did you see, like from your vantage point?
I just think we didn't give up big plays. You know, we made them earn it, and we were going to make them go the long, hard way. And he's the master of, you know, kind of mucking things up and kind of disguising and trying to make it look like there's holes, but then he'll do different things. I mean, he's just really good. And our kids played hard. Our kids played their butts off, more importantly. So it was schemed by the coaches and Coach Newberry, and our defensive guys played their butts off in the second half.
Coach, the emotion from the players and the staff after that game was incredible. Just for them, what does a win like this mean to just see their reactions after that?
Man, we needed that so bad. We just needed that so bad. I mean, the locker room right now is drenched. Like there's a monsoon in there. I mean, there's, you know, just, but I know Chet wasn't going to complain. You know what I mean? They do whatever we needed. We needed that. We needed to celebrate. I wanted our guys to see, this is us. This is what it feels like. But it all started with the hard work. It started with the hard work. We came back after a tough loss. But our kids didn't flinch. I mean, they came back and worked hard. And so, Phil, it's a great testament to our young men. That's really it. I mean, to fortitude and the resolve and the character of the 166 guys on this football team. That's what this game is all about. Just awesome, awesome, awesome young men.
Any other questions for Coach? There and in the back. Real quick, 17-point comeback in the fourth quarter is the biggest comeback since 2008 Temple game.
Wow.
Wow. Coach, my question is not about the game per se, but about the Chet Moeller retiring his number. Can you speak about that a little bit?
All-time great. You know what I mean? Considered the best defensive player that's ever played. Coach Belichick, you know, still uses his, and Pete Carroll, you know, talked about using his cut-up tape of him coming off the edge. I mean, I got to see that video. I mean, he was amazing. Obviously, I never saw him play live, but watching his video, I mean, he was a machine. But just to know him now, just to see him, he's the most humble person. And you would have never known that this guy was one of the greatest football players that's ever played here. But just an awesome human being too.
Coach Matt Essex, Blue Ring Sports. The final drive, 4th and 2. I know you said earlier you haven't lost any weight, but how's your heart doing after being able to draw them off sides and get a 1st and goal on that crucial final drive?
And Strauss, correct me, but you know, since I can't remember, 2007, whatever, we have how many one possession wins?
2008, I think it's, or since 2007, I think that's 49 now.
So 49 one possession wins. I mean, it's the most in the country. I mean, I wish we could win by 50 points, but hasn't been the case. You know, we eke things out. And it's the resolve of our players. I mean, they just keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. And, I mean, like these games are hard. I mean, they're just hard. But I love it. I love our young men. I love our team. And I couldn't be more excited. And we're looking forward to celebrating and getting ready for SMU.
Coming off an injury, you sat out for a few games. What did it feel like to get back, get the start, and to be able to direct an offense that rolled up over 400 yards?
I mean, honestly, like it sucked being out the 2 games that I had to watch. I mean, not being able to contribute at all to the success of the team was pretty awful to do. Like, so I just had to sit there and watch. But honestly, coming back, we had a good game plan for them. We knew what they we figured what they were gonna be in, and everyone up front was just doing their job, and it allowed me to be able to get the ball in the perimeter to these dudes over here. And when we just like bashed it down the middle, Isaac and James did a great job with that too. So it was just really nice to get back out there. I was just really excited.
Well, Carlinos, career day for you. You're getting chunk yardage on the pitch. Can you talk about what it felt like and how great did it see the offense run, like Coach said, like Navy offense?
Yeah, it just felt good to go out there and get the win. It's a lot of fun when you're winning, and you know, we practice hard, been practicing hard since the summer, and it was just good to see it all finally just come out into play.
Either one of you, Diane Roberts from Behind the Lines, doesn't matter which one of you answers, but you guys were 16-point underdogs. I know you know that. 0-3, I know you know people wrote you off. What does this game say about who you are as a team?
Yeah, you didn't answer them yet. Go ahead.
I mean, we're resilient. We're not going to let the three losses we had take us down. We know that's not the team we were. We knew we were a better team than that, and came out here today and showed it against whatever they were supposed to be over us.
Anybody else?
I mean, they told us beforehand that they realized that, like, that's the one team in our conference we hadn't beat yet. So it was pretty interesting to hear that because we beat everybody else in the conference besides them. So, I mean, Coach Jasper made a point of we had to score over 30 points. We had to get over 300 yards rushing if we wanted to win, and we did both those things. So it was just great to see it all happen.
348 rushing was the final total.
Ty, it's one thing to trust the process, but how encouraging is it to get the results that you guys had out there today that'll feed your confidence moving forward?
I mean, it's awesome. Last year I didn't really get to travel, so I didn't get to see the wins really. But like, it's no feeling that you can feel like. I mean, when you lose, everyone doesn't want to say anything. You don't get to like talk. You don't really talk. You just kind of sit there and just think about the mistakes you made. But today, like seeing it happen, seeing us win, and all coming together, offense and defense, it was a great thing to see. I mean, this was my first time experiencing it, and it was like one of the best feelings I've ever felt. So.
Your mom came up too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ty, kind of going off that, right after the game, you went up to your mom with the game ball and gave her a big hug. Just having your family here and just for the whole team, just having your family ride or die with you guys, what does it mean to have the win for them?
Yeah, I mean, I know especially for the seniors, it was a big emphasis to get them a win because they've had it rough the past couple of years. So it was just like a big thing to just see it all work out. And I mean, my mom planning on coming to every game, so it'd be great for her to see me get my first college touchdown, first college win. So it was just awesome all around.
Isaac, they started Darrelson Masani at center, and he's a big body, and it seemed like the interior three linemen were giving you, the fullbacks, plenty of running room. Could you talk about what the job they did?
Yeah, all day they were giving us plenty of drive. If I got hit, I'm getting hit 2 yards past the line of scrimmage every time. They're not going to be able to stop us if we're getting that kind of drive that the line would have for us.
Ty, I mean, not to be a negative guy, but obviously 2 fumbles deep in your own territory that led directly to touchdowns, 1-play drives for them. I mean, as great as the win is, there's still some cleaning up to do.
Oh yeah, there's 100%. There's always stuff to fix. I mean, I've missed a couple reads. I fumbled the ball a couple times. I mean, didn't call the right play sometimes. Checked out of things. So I mean, it's always something to go back and look at and fix. Because I mean, if usually you don't get the opportunity to be in the game if you fumble twice in your own red zone. So it was just great that our defense was able to get the ball back to us. So, but we still have plenty to work on.
And this can go for any of the three of you. Could you guys talk about the boost that special teams gave you guys this afternoon? The blocked extra point, the blocked punt return for the score, and then even that 14-yard punt that you guys were then able to turn into a short field.
Yeah, the special teams provided a big boost for us. Special teams was a big emphasis going into this week, especially how we performed earlier in the past few games. So we worked hard at it, and like I said, it's just good to see it come out into play.
I mean, I think it just gives us a lot of hope. I mean, we've been pretty down, but I mean, we never stopped fighting because we're a fighting team. So it's it was never like we thought we were gonna lose, but it was always we can win this thing. So I mean, I think this game just proves to us that we were able to do it. We just have to go out. We have the tools. We just have to go out and execute that. So I think it's gonna be this week of practice is gonna be really motivating, I think, just because of what we were able to accomplish today.
Can you talk about what the defense did in the fourth quarter? Pitching a shutout, causing 2 huge turnovers that led to points, and one ended the game. Just what the defense did down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we didn't really play very well the whole game. We were giving up big X plays, losing loss of leverage a ton. I mean, they were circling us. But yeah, I mean, I really liked how we responded in the fourth quarter and were able to get the ball back in the offense's hands.
And can you talk about the type of never give up plays when the guy catches a 20-yard pass and you come flying in from behind to force a fumble and Taylor recovers, and that sets up what proves to be the game-winning touchdown?
Yeah, it's just a testament to our coaches, what they've taught us and how to, respond and act when the ball is thrown down the field.
And Taylor, last for me, didn't get up an interception on the goal line on that last drive, and I know you were pounding the turf because it was so close, but how good did it feel to be able to step in front of that last pass and put an end to this one?
It definitely felt good. You know, Diego told me after that play just to focus, like get my mind right, and like let's finish. So, I mean, the team did a great job, and if everyone else like wasn't covering, then like I wouldn't have been able to make the play. So, shout out to the defense.
Michael, can you walk us through that block punt, you know, everything that happened there, and just from your perspective, how special teams was able to improve this way and perform so well this week?
I definitely give all that credit to Coach Caniglio. He came in after a game, Houston, came in, he was just like, all right, we're gonna do this, this, and this, and you're gonna run, and you're gonna go block the punt. I was like, all right, let's do it. And watching film and everything, they lined up, and it's exactly what I saw on film. I was like, wow, I'm about to go do this, and then I did it. That was it. That was really it. Everything, he saw it. He saw that we could block it from that area, and if it wasn't for his eye, that would have never happened. So kudos to Coach Caniglio. All credit to him.
Diego, third down defense, you guys held them to 2 for 9 in moving the chains. Without getting too inside what was the focus today, and what was the execution out there where you guys really handcuffed them after intermission?
Yeah, I think 2 of those, first downs are my fault because I just made blunders. Third down's really a big emphasis for all defenses, especially ours. And getting teams off the field on third down is, obviously the biggest thing that we try to emphasize. And so, I don't really know what else to say. Like, we kept battling, kept responding. Just super proud of the guys. I mean, we started out 0-3. Things looked kind of bleak, and, we're down how many points it was at halftime. Still down and just finally responding in the fourth quarter, which is awesome to see.
Hey, Diego, a win like this, what does this mean to the senior class?
It means everything, but not only just the senior class, but the whole brigade, the whole team, and everyone that's affiliated with Navy football.
And lastly, I noticed you and Kevin Brennan had 6s on your arms. Was that to honor Mitch West?
Absolutely, yeah. Mitch is one of our guys, so just paying tribute to him and just kind of his season-ending injury is just important to us.
Anything else? Okay.
This is for all three of you, and this might sound like devil's advocate, but do you think it might have helped in the fourth quarter that you gave up those after the fumbles just to score right away to give you a little bit more left in the tank come the fourth quarter, that last drive, as opposed to if the offense had turned the ball over and it had been a long drive for you to still be out there?
No. You play to win. You don't play to, save yourself or think about, later in the game. So.
Hi guys, Diane Roberts from Behind the Lines. I'm wondering for each of you, if you could tell me what you think was the turning point of the game and why. Coach told us what he thought, but I'm curious from your perspectives.
I'll go ahead. I don't think it was the game. I think it started at practice on Monday. Just the mindset of like, we got to finish. We know it's in there, so we have to do our job. If everyone does their job, then we're going to come out with a victory, and that's what we did.
I'd say the fourth quarter. That's been a lot of the times where we end up going down, like close games with teams, and we end up getting beat from there. So we've emphasized finishing and having a lead effort on both sides of the ball. So us just finishing in the fourth quarter, that's really what mattered most. We've never done that. We've never put a complete game like that before. So.
Yeah, just to piggyback off that, I think coming into this game, we were we gave up over half of our points this whole entire year in the fourth quarter. So this whole week, been just emphasizing the fourth quarter and just having that ability, when we put the 4s up, the 4 fingers, just means something different.
Gentlemen, for all three of you, first time you guys have beaten UCF since you entered the conference. How huge is that for you guys as a program to check that box off, the last team in the league that you guys have beaten?
fairness, we've only played.
Yeah, we've only played them twice. No, you're good. You're
No,
good.
but I mean, they've been a very good program.
Right.
And to be able to check that box off, for you guys.
Yeah, I don't think we really see it as like a box to check off. I think it's just, that team that was in our way for this week, and we just got to get through it.